Welcome, Tiny Hands, Big Dreams, here in our off-grid homestead in southern Ecuador. Well, we missed on one. Reverse. See that postie? That postie. So it turns out that postie is in the wrong place. Let me turn the camera around and show you. Alrighty. So we had a plan. Putting these in. That's one bedroom. This is last bedroom. Now, hard to see in the shadow here. There we go. That's the line. The post is over here. That's not right. Now it is in line with these. We got that part right, but somehow it ended up 18 inches to the right. Also difficult to see, but it's not straight. It does a big curvy thing. So that's really unfortunate. It's really cemented in the ground. In the plan, we had this crazy. Here, let me turn the camera over. Back up over there a bit. Don't fall down the cliff. Excellent. Don't put the fingers in front of the lens. We had. This is an outdoor patio. Somehow we decided this was going to be like a short angle wall of about 2 feet to a door post, to a door to this room, which makes this really weird, small, tight area. Kind of a problem in a lot of construction, but really a big problem in wattle and daub. That's just really crazy access. What are we trying to do with this weird little tiny angle wall? And then I would still need another post here on the corner, and then still another door post. So, all of that being considered, we're going to change it, since it's thoroughly cemented in the ground. But because we dug a very solid, deep hole, we bell-mouthed the bottom of the hole. We're going to have to use some leverage. We're gonna cut the top off. I might need to support it, so that we don't have sag. We're going to use the winch to pry it loose a bit and break the ground contact just to just overforce the clay a bit, and then we're going to cut it short and set the winch up with a postie pulling up on it and try to jerk it out of the ground with a bunch of pulleys. That's the plan. First, we're going to dig around it and create a path for it to pull into, and then get a support. So, let's start with that. All right, got ourselves a wedgie, postie. All right, give it a few love taps. Good. All right, now go check the post. See if we've taken the weight off.
Wiggly.
Wiggly. Good. That means there's not weight on it. All right, we can take it out. All right. Okay. Top removed. Get my head out of the way. So there is a significant portion of our concrete pier. There's a hidden look into our holes. Now there is still a bell mouth of the holing at the bottom, because, that way a tornado doesn't tear them out of the ground, I guess. We did that. They're real solid. Interesting side note. This is our tiny shovel, which, man, we really like. I did re-handle it when the original one broke. I put just a few inch longer handle on it, maybe 4 or 5 inches. I love that. For hard clay soils, man, I like the little shovel. This is a Lampa. I had never seen one of these until I came to Ecuador. So it has the slightest curve. They're usually not straight. Where am I? There. It has just sort of a curve. It's a solid piece of steel. For shaping, for cutting, for digging, it's not great for shovel moving, but it does suffice. A sort of do-it-all kind of tool. We use it a lot. Come in here like shaving the walls or doing something. Interesting. Yeah, just never seen those. All right, now we're gonna get the winch and loosen and get this thing out of here. All right, so we're ready to winch. Eli, random question.
What?
How's your hat doing?
Horrible.
All right. Someone asked about your hat, and it's like, well, it's not quite dead, but it's getting there.
It's double layer and the outside layer is just...
You're down to the last layer?
Yep.
It is not...
The last layer is also giving up now.
All right, well, maybe we'll work on that in the near future. All right. Let's see what we've done here. So, I have made myself a quick pivot point, which may slide, may be okay. We got a double pull, and we're choking, so we're going to try to pull that straight up and out. All right, let's see if it works. I may have made my postie too long, and it may slide.
Okay, Winchie, are you ready?
Yep, put a little tension on it.
Tension.
Nope.
Disaster.
Okay, and pause. All right, take 2. Change my angle. If this doesn't work, I'll just have to cut the postie down a bit. All right, try that.
Go?
Yeah.
Flying fish?
Yep. Watch your cables. Keep your face away from there.
Coming out? It's hitting this post.
Okay, go ahead. Pull. Pull. Keep it going.
Woo! Go? No, you may want to move your chainsaw.
Nice.
I don't want logs to hit your chainsaw.
It's reasonably out. We'll just grab it with the old heave ho.
Heave ho?
Man, we really stuck those things in the ground.
Take the post.
All right. Fire up the winch. Drag it away from the hole. Great.
Woo!
Release. Bueno. All right. Step 1. Postie out. All right. So you're going to pound?
Yep.
Good. So we're going to repack this hole. Good. Pack it. And then we're going to dig instead of there. And since it's a half hole, we're just going to have to fill it back in, do proper rammed earth to get it super solid, and then we'll just jump over slightly and dig an entirely new hole, including through the stuff we just packed. Yeah, it is what it is. Now, We also found, as we uncovered a little bit of wall, that there is, whoa, there's like a huge hole that goes up in there. We think that might have been ants from a long time ago. But there's a big cavern, so we're going to have to dig through that. We occasionally find weird tunnel systems lost in the ground from who knows what.
This theater has already
So
a
that's fun.
handle up here.
That's great. All right, so we're gonna fill this hole. All right, so here's a bit of tree that we've left down here for some amount of time. We need 140 inches.
It is 153 3/4.
Okay, 153. So that gives us 13 inches to cut off a little on both sides. This is the lower part of property. Here's our maracuya up there. Giant banana over here. We'll just side quest. You ever seen a banana flower? Thing's huge. That flower is like 2 feet long. Those are red bananas. Neat. Okay. Let's carry up our postie. Oh, it's barking pretty easy. Sometimes when they're fresh, they bark easy. Sometimes when you let them sit for a little bit, they bark easy. Sometimes when you let them sit for a long time, they bark easy. It depends on the wood.
Sometimes they don't.
Yeah, sometimes they just fight you. All right.
Like the 4-leaf clover.
We'll get you a shot when it's done. Let's go ahead and move the stand back a bit.
There you go. Stand isn't so good now. I lost a leg.
Yeah. And finish it off.
I need to. It's attacking me. Now I need to
Bueno.
spin this stinky log to get the rest of the bark. We gotta spin.
I'm gonna full spin.
Oh, you're going full cranky spin.
Watch the post. All right, clean it up. Good. Watch your toes.
Faster!
That's all right. It's done. Excellent. All right. Trusty strings. This makes up this wall. Got it marked down below, which is 11 feet. Now I just need to find the center of this. So, use the old pumbod method. I go the exact center of that. And the pocket knife finds it. Goes straight down every time. That's the center. Let's see, is that the center of my hole? Oh, it's the center this way. And it is the inside that way. So we have to make the hole touching that line. Brilliant. Let's get to digging. Okay, where we left off, we had dug ourselves a hole in the correct place, roughly in line with the post behind it. Now, we've gone ahead and set that pole in there, although it is just sort of hanging there loose. Now, difficulty is, since we built this now from the top down, we have to put the post in place, lift it up to meet the beam, which is a convoluted three-dimensional surface, and mate them. So Eli, go ahead and add the lever.
Is here good?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Watch this. He's gonna smack his toe. Go ahead. No, I didn't say nothing.
What were you doing? Stay here.
Not all the way in. Not all the way in. Here we go. Bueno. So we're going to use that lever to now pry up on it by using... Here, do it again.
Average.
Boom. Right.
And of course, we use shims in like a love.
All right. So now let's set this up. We're going to use some mechanical advantage to apply continuous pressure at the top so that the surfaces touch badly. And then I'm going to get in there with the wood melter and gently slide the blade in between everywhere it's touching to mate the surfaces together while keeping it under up pressure. All right, let's set that up. So we have a piece of wood nailed to our post. We have a lampa sitting on a fulcrum, hanging with, it's about a half a jug of oil. All right, Eli, what do we call this concept?
Leverage.
Right. Well, what kind of leverage?
Fulcrum leverage?
The fulcrum's part of it. Compound leverage.
Compound leverage. You have a piece of wood there holding this long piece of wood with a hole with the nail holding it to the post.
That's our first lever, which gives us mechanical advantage.
And then we have the other lever, which is the lampa on a fulcrum under the wood with the can holding it up.
Right. So the first lever...
that lampa, the whole post moves.
The first lever is roughly 2 to 1, and then we go to this fulcrum, and that is maybe 10 or 12 to 1. So we multiply 12 by 2, which gives us 24, and if I have 4 pounds of oil, 4 times 24 is about 100 pounds. So we have 100 pounds of up force. All right, give it a tap. Hard. Yep.
Snug.
Yep, so our few pounds of oil is lifting the roof slightly. Now, you got to get up there with the tool and cut it in. Bueno.
Good?
Good. All right, so we're going to switch this from a pressure up to a hanging down. I have my wire, which admittedly is the old wire. And I use the nail, the fulcrum, to pull a little extra tension, kind of like a small winch. And then a few more wraps. Just to hold them, and I'll come back and trim those off later. And that hold the tension up, and then we'll be able to take the bottom out, and it will hang from the roof, which is actually closer to the correct dimension to keep the roof flat. The wires are also here because I didn't just want a gravity stack of logs. These allow for a tiny bit of seismic movement. But in case of large movement or some sort of crazy wind, which we don't really get, these will restrain the roof from leaving. We actually did a video, the kid asked me, will the roof fly off? So we actually went and put numbers to it and ran rough calculations and figured out how much force it would actually take to break the weakest joint on all of this. So there we go. It's wired. All right. Take it off tension. Good. Yeah. The main roof beam settled down a little bit, but we still have a tight gap. And we're hanging. All right. Let's go ahead and pull that nail and get all that stuff out of the way and get ready for cement. Cement. Cement, cement.
Cement.
All right. Got our cement mixed. So now we're going to try Eli's artistic video angle moment. And you know what we need?
What?
Our pokey stick.
There's pokey sticks right here. A variety of them.
The nice thing about hanging the post is that I'm guaranteed that there is about 4 inches of cement under it. I don't like it when the post touches the ground underneath because that then provides a conduction point to bugs and or moisture. I wanted it fully encased. By hanging it, I've left the gap all around, including the bottom. All right, let's get a pokey stick and settle it.
Multiple different kinds of pokey sticks. There's short ones, there's long ones, there's wide ones, there's skinny ones.
Oh, we had a good one.
And then we used it for something and then it broke. We needed trouble. Don't happen. Mom's using him in the garden.
Yeah. Now let's see this. This side is inside of a room, so that cannot be high. But this is inside of a wall. So I can tack up against the post to improve drainage until then. Bueno. That's it. Let's go use up the cement in that other hole. It's great. So, our original post that was wonky and in the wrong spot by like 1.5 feet has finally been replaced. Yeah, I don't know. But in all the craziness of building, we got that one wrong. So, the new one's in. It's nice and solid. Cement is in. It lines up all the correct ways. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you for the next one.